Sorry for glue.
And we're live. Just like that.
Ow! Oh,
How did you get glue on your elbow?
I don't know, but it's
How?
stuck to my elbow hair.
Let me take those. Keep it clean.
You're so kind. Yes, keep it clean. In the camera shot.
How's things, people?
Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly hangouts. We are going to be generally answering your questions again this week and just having a general chat, to be honest.
Yeah.
I also just took delivery of a really exciting thing. I'm the jammiest person in the world.
You are literally the jammiest person.
I am so jammy. So jammy.
You don't deserve what you got.
I've got it though.
You've got
And
it.
I am well
so,
jammy.
So let's walk through the process of how you got this particular thing. Ooh, it's David. Evening from Basingstoke. Look at him.
It's not even this one.
Or is it something else?
Maybe I bought it at home.
I would say evening to a few people. Evening to Andrew, Jonathan, Infinity Wood, Tom Sardo, Kiki Lang, Warren Evans, Michael R. Hoffer, Tim Scott. Of course, he's there.
He's here.
Lovely,
He missed it last
jubbly.
week.
He
I
did.
got a
Back in the workshop, diving wetsuits. Look at that. It's just so many people already. 104. 104.
Wow.
So
Look at us go.
you've got a coffee pot there.
I do. So, sometime in the past 4 months, I decided to buy a little pot of coffee. It wasn't this one. It's probably one for home or something like that. And I decided to get a Lavazza coffee for whatever reason.
It's particularly fancy.
Yeah, yeah. And like I don't normally buy Lavazza, to be honest. I'm more of like a Nescafe kind of person. This is a Zera. Quite like it. But I picked up Lavazza for some reason. And not only did I do that, but when I got to the till, I actually scanned my Nectar card for.
No way.
Like I never normally do. Have you got a Nectar card? No, I don't. I do, but I've just
Yeah,
I've
I'm
just
just
got
not
my
gonna deal
card
with
out.
it.
I'm ready to pay. I don't want to like get my Nectar card. Just like I never do it. But this time, for whatever reason, with this Lavazza coffee pot, I got my Nectar card out, gave it to them, scanned it, and then on we went. I don't even think I've opened the coffee since then because like I thought it was this one, but apparently it's
not.
So somewhere in my life I've got a Lavazza coffee pot that I've bought and scanned my Nectar card with. However, about 2 weeks ago, I got a random call on the way back from Bosch, I believe it was, from Nectar, from this lovely lady called Julia, I can't remember who it was.
Let's go for Julie.
Yeah.
I like Julie.
The first thing she said was, "Hi, is that Matt?" I'm like, "Yes." I just fully expected it to be a scam call. She said, "Hi, we're from the Lavazza Nectar competition promo winners thing, whatever it was, and you have just won a coffee machine for buying a pot of Lavazza and scanning your Nectar card." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool, Julia, thank you." She's like, "Just to confirm your details and everything," and she confirmed my details. And I was like, "Okay, this is actually quite genuine, this." 'Cause I didn't really believe her at first. She was lovely. She was nice.
It's very easy to disbelieve somebody giving something to you for free.
Well, exactly, and like her name was Julie, so it must have been pretty like.
Yes.
No scammer's going to be called Julie, are they?
No.
Let's be fair.
No, I don't think they're allowed to be called Julie.
No, exactly. It's just too friendly of a name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that happened about 2 weeks ago. Didn't really hear much of it since, and then I got a random email the other day just to confirm my delivery details, and here we go. I got a coffee machine.
It literally just arrived before we started the live stream. I just brought it in from him from the office.
It's brilliant, and like not only that, they sent me some pods, espresso.
How many?
I don't know actually. 16.
16, there you go.
That'll do me. I'll take that, and it's 11 out of 13 intensity. It's weird.
Sounds pretty strong.
Yeah, but like that's a weird out of 13. Unless like it's 11 out of 13 different types or something like that. But anyway, got some of them. They also sent me some iced coffee, which is good. Very nice. And they sent me a nice mug. Oh shit.
Language.
Timothy, look at this.
Look at that. A Lavazza
Yeah.
coffee mug. Made of glass.
Made of glass. Yeah, that is very nice.
So people will immediately know when you don't keep it clean because they can actually see in it this time.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a good reminder for me more than anything. I'm just going to check there's nothing at the bottom of this. So this live stream is mostly going to be manned by Rob because I'm going to be playing around with my coffee machine, to be honest. So I'll see you guys later.
This stream's sponsored by.
Yeah.
No, he did get that for free. The jammy git.
It was brilliant. One pot of coffee. One time I scanned an Nectar card. Boom.
I don't think I've ever won a competition apart from like a school raffle.
I haven't even won one of them,
No?
to be honest. No.
Okay, so you've had it building up for a few years.
Yeah, last competition I remember winning was when I was like 7 years old, and it was at a school fete. And there was this grid of numbers, and one of the numbers in there, if you picked it, and it happened to be the one that the other person on the other side of the till had picked previously, then you won a prize. I picked number 62, and that happened to be the one, and I won 50 quid, and I bought Starsky and Hutch for my PlayStation 2. Terrible game.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that a game originating from a movie was a terrible game.
It was pretty bad, but I reckon that's the last competition I won.
That's a significant competition to win 50 quid.
Yeah, I mean, at a school fete as well.
Yeah.
It's very good.
That's massive, man. I fully expected you to say, I don't know, football.
No. Me?
You kick out of football?
Yeah, absolutely not. I could trip over my own laces.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
There we go.
So, today is a rather special day. It is. Sadly, we're not at the location of the particular special item. But it is the 1 year anniversary of the Hadoop desk.
It is.
Yes.
It is the 1 year anniversary, and we'd hoped to be at Rob's house on set filming this live stream there with his newly finished Hadoop desk. But
alas,
the balustrade just collapsed. Everyone died.
Well, it killed us multiple times.
Yeah.
I think you were killed at least 4 times.
I was, yeah. Just completely slaughtered.
Yeah. So we never made it.
No, terrible. Don't know where I was going with that, to be honest.
No.
Neither do I.
No. So, Hadoop desk, it's rather lovely. Still going strong. Quite a bit browner than it was originally. So, Hadoop, if you didn't realise, or didn't know, this particular stuff, African Hadoop, starts off so vibrant red. It's the same stuff I use for my little dovetail box. Exactly the same wood from the same tree. And as soon as UV light hits it, doesn't even matter if it's sun or moon.
Oh yeah, moon did it.
It stains it. We finished the desk over the course of 2 days here in the workshop last year, and we decided on the second day to go under the cover of darkness in order to get it back without it staining, because we'd already learnt on the way here that it stained. And yet, just in the 50-minute journey from here back to Guildford, the desk got stained by the straps on the car roof.
Yeah, we could see bright, vibrant red lines around where the straps were, and then the rest of it was just a
tiniest little bit darker.
Yeah, but it was there, and moonlight did it.
Moonlight.
But like you think about it, sun bounced off the moon.
Well, that's exactly.
That would be it. Yeah.
Well, otherwise you wouldn't have moonlight.
Yes, astronomy.
Moons don't emit light. There you go. So, shall we have a look at the chat?
We should do. I have just been looking through some of them.
Yeah.
So, let's have a butcher's shout. Well, you could do that. I'm going to build a coffin. No, I won't do that yet.
Well, I thought first, let's probably have a little bit of a chat about the last video that just went out.
Yes.
The OSB desk with lipping finally got completed.
Yeah, it took us long enough.
I won't turn the camera because they currently don't exist. Again, taken down, so they don't exist. They're not completed. But after weeks and weeks of saying we would get it done, they are ready to be put up.
I wonder if anyone has actually noticed that, like with the viewers, because we notice every week at the start of the video, like at least 3 videos ago, we said we're going to start building the desk and the balustrade today.
Yes.
And then at least 2 videos ago, we said we're going to start building, and we never did in any of them. And
I think that first video, I believe I asked, do you think we're going to get a few hours of like getting the balustrade sorted out today?
Yeah.
In the first video of this clump. It's like, what was I on about time-wise?
Not a chance. But like, I feel like we're noticing it more than other people. But if people go back and see, it's just, things are taking so much longer than we expected. So much longer.
Yeah.
It's partly due to the fact that we usually end up polishing a whole bag of these at 1 o'clock in the day, and then it's just written off for the next 2 hours.
It did slow us down.
Yeah.
And we started at 10 with them.
We did, didn't we?
We did. That's bag number 2.
It's the new Belvita.
It really is.
It's shocking.
Oh, but it's so much tastier.
Yeah.
So much. Right, so what's going on in the chat anyway?
Let's have a butcher's, shall we?
Just seen the gap in the wall near Rob's elbow again. Just stop looking near my elbow. What you? That's that.
That one. It's a
be
shadow
fabric.
gap.
Well, yeah, it's a shadow gap, but there'll be fabric over it nonetheless.
Still a shadow gap.
What else have you seen? Orange set backlighting, says JMB1. Yeah. To be honest, this set is a little bit too orange.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
it makes
bit-
us feel warmer. I mean, it's quite warm now, to be honest.
Yeah.
We have big plans for this wall behind us.
It's going to look nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought...
2021. Big things.
yeah. But apparently I over-promise things and just under-deliver all the time. Yeah, thinking a big TV here. Just so we can chuck the screens that we're watching up on there for reference. And then I did pitch the idea of putting shelves over these panels as well, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to have things behind us.
Yeah.
Or else it'll just look like we're doing some sort of business presentation. Like, here's the PowerPoint presentation and here's the two presenters. Well dressed for the occasion.
No, okay, that's a fair point. Fair point. I'm just sort of having a look at the video now, thinking, what could it need? But yeah. If anyone's got any suggestions, let it be known in the chat. We've currently got it on an ultra low latency stream, so literally it's 6 seconds between us saying it and you seeing it. How easy is that?
Yeah, that is good.
So we should be able to keep an eye on stuff a little bit easier.
Not that we haven't really.
No.
Right, let's have a look. So, one from Archie here. Hi Matt, do you remember Oscar from college? Yes, I do. Yes. If it's the Oscar that I think you're referring to, I lived with him in first year of uni. Yeah, funny that, isn't it?
Oh, there you go.
Egatron, Sam Egatron.
Oh,
has he flashed someone for tech again? Yes, I have, Sam.
Yeah.
Play the bass, might do it later. But I've got a coffee machine to build first. Did you see? What's that?
Well, apparently it's that gap.
Oh, that's just where the rock walls come out.
Yeah, that's just between the rock wall and the frame. There'll be a fabric covering. Thank you, Becky.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's. I just saw you refer to it in the video. You are.
It's
delayed.
quick, isn't
Brilliant,
it?
Yeah.
It's sorted.
Normally we're waiting like 20 seconds for stuff to be seen.
Warren Evans said, "Where did you check to make sure the balustrade was within code?"
We
go.
I can't remember his official. So, private structural engineer. Is that what he goes by?
I don't know. Let's go for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
legitimate.
an individual structural engineer.
Yeah.
Watches these videos.
Might turn up in the chat.
Might turn up in the chat. And visited the workshop a couple of times to have a look at everything.
Yes.
And is deemed safe in an unconventional way.
I like that.
I like that as well.
I like that.
It's good to be different.
Yeah. Being safe is just boring to start with, isn't it?
But yeah, we're at the upper end of domestic loading, so we're like almost at the standard for office loading, which if you think about it, an office loading includes things like filing cabinets, heavy computers, just lots of storage.
Heavier desks than this. I mean, this is quite a lightweight desk in itself.
It's not a lot up here, to be honest. In fact, when you consider domestic loading, and you got things like sofas,
beds,
and TVs and beds, we haven't even got that up here.
No cupboards full of clothes.
No.
Yeah.
It's just my lardy arse full of crisps.
Yeah.
And 4 cookies.
Okay, so we're at risk.
We are
at this moment.
Yeah.
But to put it this way, this mezzanine floor, whether or not you believe it, is safe and structurally sound. The balustrade, that not that you can see it, is all but complete. We will have. I mean, it's absolutely solid, and I've only just realised how low the desks are compared to the top of the balustrade. I just looked, I was like, wait, have you shifted that down? And then looked around and was like, oh no.
Yeah. It's going to be towering above it.
Yeah.
You could almost have something like stuck to the front of it. It's like a tool board or something, couldn't you?
That would be really cool.
Yeah. It looks really cool though. The balustrade, we're really happy with it. And again, this was drawn by the structural engineer to building code limits. And we were playing around with the spacing of the balusters, and we did consider going a bit beyond
Yeah,
building
we
code
consider
limits.
pushing it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's aesthetics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safety, aesthetics.
Yeah,
But we did actually end up going for building code with it.
we did.
And it actually looks quite good. You'll see in next week's video.
Yes, it looks quite good now, and it's not even finished.
Yeah.
Again.
We say we'll paint it 2021.
Oh, we need to do it.
Yeah.
There needs some contrast up here. It's too yellow on my eyes.
Yeah. League of ADC. Did you see that Matt has been practicing his letters again in the last video? I did. I got all the way up to G this time.
What?
Top of the balusters.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
You
There
did.
was an H. There was.
Yeah. I skipped that bit of the video out, to be honest, because I mocked you for the whole... and I just thought, nah, don't need that bit.
That was the prime reason we were messing around with the spacing of balusters. We didn't want to go beyond H.
No, that starts
So
to get a bit challenging.
I'd have got lost then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roberts Hamill. At what point do you use a bridal dovetail, and why? A bridal dovetail. Hang on. A bridal dovetail. What would that be?
I haven't the foggiest, if I'm perfectly honest.
A bridal dovetail. That's just a bridal joint with a dovetail. That's just a big dovetail.
Can I ask Robert Hamill a question?
Yep.
So, Robert, nice to meet you. I released the video at 5 p.m. today. 1 minute later, you commented saying great video. How did you know it was a great video within 1 minute? It is a 17-minute video. How? Let me know your secret.
Fast forward. On 17 times. It makes the video more bearable. That's how we've somehow managed to scrape our audience retention.
Yes.
These
Tell you what,
videos.
I'm going to heart it now as Matt. There you go.
What was
That
it?
comment. I was just checking that it was the right comment, so I've got his comment
Oh, I
on the
see.
page and it's
Yeah.
hearted.
But yeah, in response to your comment, at what point
Oh,
would
that's
you use
nice.
a bridal dovetail? Hard to say, really. Just use it like a normal dovetail joint. You could probably just get away with using a normal bridal joint, though. I think. Like, think for the top of the legs that we've done.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was, instead of straight, it's just dovetail shaped.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right.
Have you done that on Bertha? Have you got some chunky dovetails down there?
Well, they are, but it's a bit of a cheating method of doing
Oh,
it
right,
because
yeah.
it's like laminated together and stuff. No, to be honest,
So you could just use that whenever you want. I mean, arguably it's going to give it a little bit extra strength in terms of the movement.
yeah, it would do. It would lock everything together, which we did. To be fair, we did have a little bit of wobble with that when we were putting it up, didn't we? So yeah, bridal dovetail would have possibly been better.
Just
but
takes longer to make.
Yeah, we couldn't cut it on the bandsaw very easily. Well, we could have, but I couldn't be bothered.
No.
So there you go.
Exactly. The woodworking monkey says you should do more tool duels.
I actually am refilming a lot of old videos at the moment, and I did my first one the other day,
Oh.
and it came out spectacular. I refilmed the video on how to sharpen a chisel. The difference is incredible. I haven't even edited it yet. I just sort of looked back on footage and scrubbed through it.
4K.
4K.
Nice macro zoomed in clear shots.
And like, never mind the clarity of the video. Let's just talk about the fact that I actually got to the point within the first 2 minutes of the video, which I didn't manage in the original one. I chat so much rubbish for the first 2 minutes about why it's important to have it. Everyone knows why it's important to have a sharp chisel. It's great for opening paint pots.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. But like, it's just so much more clear and succinct, and I actually built a lot of the previous comments and criticism that I had from the previous video and made sure I answered them in the new one. So like, I think I've covered every single thing that needs to be covered. I'm not tapping on the desk again. But yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done for picking up on that.
So that's the first one, and tool duels are going to be included in this renewal of videos.
There's going to be some new stuff as well, right?
Yeah. I'm just
making sure that's clear.
stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and new tool duels.
Yep, shooting planes is definitely one that needs to be done.
Lovely.
I did have another one. Shooting planes is the one that's asked for the most. In terms of like with the previous tool duels, I've generally compared tools of like, Lee Nielsen and Veritas and stuff, which is cool. A lot of people ask those questions, but then many people want to know the difference between a Lee Nielsen and a Quancheng or Wood River, that kind of mid-range budget. or a Lee Nielsen and a Ryder, or a new Stanley plane. They're shocking. But that's something else that I'm going to start building into Tool Duels, comparing expensive with cheap as well. And I'm going to put those in the online school, in the kind of buying guide section.
Dan C says to play more Minecraft.
Yeah. Every week we say we want to do it.
Just one day. One day. Tim Scott saying we need Babinga Boys on the back wall. Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh yeah, that's why we're getting the TV.
Yeah, just have that playing non-stop. The 4 episodes that we got. That.
Yeah, we did say that we were going to get a green screen there once, but like we don't need that anymore, because we just get a TV. And that can play literally whatever we want.
That's true, but it's not quite as exciting as the whole wall vanishing behind us.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. Mark G says no chess today. Afraid not. Afraid not. Matt lost so badly last time. Can't play any more chess. If you don't know what we're on about, at the end of the last live stream, after the screen went black, I bought it back for a cheeky little chess game because Matt had never played it. It's quite a fun one.
No, it was very fun, actually.
I'm genuinely glad you enjoyed it.
I always thought that chess would just not be for me, but I could see it. It's just a very easy, simple game.
It's quite impressive that you say that.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a fair amount of movement going on, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we're getting sidetracked. But yeah, no, it's fine. We should do it again.
I don't like Cluedo or Monopoly.
No, that's fine. I don't think... Monopoly I can give you a pass on.
Yeah.
When is Rob going to use the router, says Kieran? Probably in the next school thing.
Yep, most certainly are. You're, might do.
Might do.
I'm still undecided about when to introduce power tools into the school projects or not, because I'm trying to tend them towards people who have basic hand tools, but at the same time I'm trying to tend it towards my students at Rykertwood who can use it to revise, and at Rykertwood we use power tools, but then I'm aware that the vast majority of my audience don't have power tools. So I'm constantly trying to find this balance.
To be honest, I would argue against power tools.
Yeah.
I hate that because I really don't want to be hand doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But it does make sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Not everyone's going to have a router.
No.
Yeah.
And
table.
There's potential for me, I guess, kind of split the video in two. So on the school you've got machine method, hand tool method. And I can do that with some of it.
You just need to build 2 projects every time at the same time.
Exactly, yeah. But there's certain stage, like the part in this cabinet project I'm doing that needs a router is you've got the 2 sides and then you've got the shelf sort of midway between them. Mm-hmm. And that shelf sits in a groove in the sides of the cabinet. Yeah. And we need to machine that groove out.
Oh, so you can do one on one, one on the other.
Yeah, I could do. It's better if you do it both the same method because you can ensure it's exactly the same. But I'm sure.
You'll get it close enough. And apart from anything else, it will be a good comparison between the 2 techniques.
Exactly, yeah. Just this is why you should buy a router video. Because look how slow it is at doing it by hand.
I mean, okay, there is that. An argument could also be made that you do it by hand and then you literally get, I don't know, a couple of pieces of wood that will give you the same joint and just go through that example very quickly afterwards with the machine just to show what it would be. Yeah. Obviously, you don't have to do the whole project, but you could just literally do that one joint to say, right, these are the measurements we used to do the hand tool stuff. Let's just apply that to the router table and see how you do it there.
Yeah, that's true.
Could be easy enough.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that. We will have a look at that. But you will definitely be using the router in the toolbox to cut the lid off.
Okay. My Paduk toolbox.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
That one.
Surrey Timbers, I'm coming for you.
Speaking of Surrey Timbers.
Yes, indeed.
Speaking of Surrey Timbers.
It's a bit of news.
It's very early days at the moment. Very early days. I just got in contact with them the other day. Many of you have been asking about, you've been, I guess, venting your frustration at the fact that when you try and get material for these school projects, such as the box, when you get it priced up at a local joiner's workshop or something, they're charging you through the roof for material, which, it's fair enough, to take time out of their day to machine a one-off cutting list. It's a bit of a pain, to be honest. But Surrey Timbers are open. I'm still in talks with them, so it's not set in stone. We'll just say this. But they may be providing craft packs of these projects that are pre-machined up to thickness and width and everything according to the cutting list that comes with the plans, and you can buy these directly from their website, sent to your home, and then you just cut them to size and follow the school from there. Obviously, it'll be available in a range of materials as well.
Yes, that's
according
nice.
to different budgets. Yeah, it'll be really cool. Early days at the moment. Can't promise anything, but I'm pretty confident it will work out. I don't know about shipping. It will certainly be open to people in the UK, US, and US it will be difficult. Europe, possibly. I'm not entirely sure on Surrey Timbers shipping
how they do it.
things, but yeah, UK it'll be really useful for you guys.
Yeah. Just sneak into the Surrey Timbers conversation that I'm in the local area to do a promotional video for the packs. So just sneak that in there, and I'll make one for their website.
Love it.
There we go.
Love it. That's good. Rob literally lives like 15 minutes from them. I'm so jealous.
So good that we're reversed, because otherwise, your workshop would be so full. You would own Surrey Timbers.
I would be rinsed. I mean, I'm only 25 minutes from Tyler Hardwoods, but yeah,
It's not quite the same.
It's harder to buy material there.
Right.
Much harder, apart from the brown oak I bought recently.
So I saw a couple of questions from a few people, obviously. Bossy says, "Hey guys, what happened to the second channel?" Well, it still exists. It's just we haven't had a chance to do anything with it.
The mezzanine floor just takes up so much time in the day. When we did we started the second channel when we were doing the router bit cabinet, and
We did. Oh yeah.
sort of around then.
I can't believe how much time we had on our hands.
Yeah.
We would literally take an hour and a bit around lunchtime to just sit down and react to videos.
Yeah. We had so much time with that project because a lot of it was quite monotonous, like cutting dovetails, and there's things that Rob, he could just set the camera up and then just film me doing dovetails. There's only so long he could watch that for before going mental.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the mezzanine floor, it's just always a two-man job. Always. Getting this balustrade up today was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Probably the most difficult part, I reckon. Yeah, not fun.
I could smell myself when doing it.
I could smell yourself too. And in relation to a few other people's questions regarding watching the live streams after they've happened, as soon as they're done, I tend to put them unlisted at the moment, purely because they do get a few dislikes, because we do go off on a tangent quite a bit. But that being said, I do realise that some people want to watch the live streams and keep up to date when you can't see them. So I think what I'll do is, after a live stream is completed, yes, I'm going to unlist it, but I'm going to put all of the live streams into a playlist, and then we'll put the playlist as a link into just every video. We can just put it within the description lower down, so that if you want to get to it, just go to any one of Matt's recent videos, click on the playlist link, and then you'll be able to see all the previous live streams that we've done.
I can make a section on my website as well.
Do that as well.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Because I realise that not all of you can always see the live stream, and it'll be good to have them up there so that people can access them if they want it.
And don't forget, we will at some point have the podcast coming soon as well, so you'll be able to listen to us via audio.
Yes.
Lucky you.
That will be good. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Did you decide on a podcast name?
I put a poll out on Twitter.
I know. I reacted to it. I
Which one did you put?
can't remember.
Oh. I can't see results. Well, I can see results, but I can't see
Who did what?
Yeah, I can't see who did what. But
I did whatever was doing best at the time.
Other Side of Bertha.
Yeah, I like that quite a lot.
I think that's really clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really good. Obviously, because it hits the OSB acronym.
I mean, that's a great start.
But it implies behind the scenes.
It does. It does. It's the most subtle phrasing ever. Yeah. And it's like an in-joke almost.
It is, yeah.
An in-joke within an in-joke.
Yeah.
And it's very cool. Yeah.
Some would say it's Inception.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a name.
Yeah, I do like that. I do really like that. Doesn't really lend itself to woodworking very well. Like Other Side of Bertha just kind of sounds like a...
It's not particularly searchable.
No, but I don't know. I'm not really fussed about that. I think it's... Because it's an in-joke, we should just keep it as that.
I think that's fine. And I think as... once you guys start to watch it and listen to it and potentially share it, then yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can't remember who came up with that idea, though. I guess we could look back on the comments. But if you're here, just give us just tell us who you are, because I'd like to credit you somehow for that.
Give 6 seconds for everyone to say that.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is definitely going to be the winning one. I really like it. Really like it.
So in which case, today is the 20th of February.
Yep.
Next week we are not here. Afraid there's no live stream.
No live stream. No.
Matt's having some fun elsewhere. And I've just got nothing to do now, so...
Oh, he relies on me.
I do. Desperate. So, the week after that, what's that? The 3rd of March.
Yep.
Record a podcast.
We could do. I mean, the bulk of the mezzanine floor's done. The big bits are done.
Yes. And it's just accessorised.
Just lounging around and chatting rubbish now.
Yeah. That's the rest of the Matt Estlea YouTube channel.
2020.
Speaking of which, you just hit 145,000 subscribers.
I did.
So have a nice
It's
little
very
one.
nice. Nice little round number.
Yeah, 150 coming soon.
Yeah. Very good.
Well, 150 at 1 week into April.
Yeah. That's good. Ow!
That'd be nice.
Ah! Wood in
Alright.
the eye.
When is the 3 videos a week coming, says Kieran.
When is 3 videos a week?
The
thing
cover photo on your YouTube channel.
and on my Facebook channel.
Oh,
Facebook
no.
thing, yeah. Soon. I've done 5 videos this week because I'm on half term from Rykerwood. Yeah, Monday was a bit of a shocker. I just couldn't get my words out that day. Really struggled. Got annoyed. Camera battery died, and realised it took 4 hours to charge. I was here till 11:30 at night, just watching this thing charge. I got so frustrated. So I went home, had a sleep, got in Tuesday and blitzed it. About 5 videos filmed. Going to edit them tomorrow. I'm going to get a bit of a stockpile going first because I don't want the cabinet project to trundle along really slowly like the box project did. I want to kind of release them regularly.
Yeah, I think that would be great to get it. I don't know, what sort of time frame do you think it can be done by?
What, the cabinet?
Yeah.
I got about 2 or 3 videos done. At a safe, easy to achieve rate, I got about 2 videos done a day.
Okay.
At this stage, I feel like there'll be stages later on in the project that I could maybe get 3. And there's about 30 parts to this series, is what I've projected.
Right.
That's quite a lot. So we're talking 2 weeks, but then
2 and a bit weeks of footage.
Yeah, but then I can film on Saturdays.
An Estlea week is roughly 3 calendar weeks. That explains the 3 videos a week.
Yeah,
It's quite nice, isn't it?
it is. Yeah,
That's George Farron.
he knows too much.
He does.
But yeah, soon, hopefully. Soon.
Tim Scott says, "Can I gate crash your podcast?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, in fact, you run it.
absolutely.
You do you.
Yes, though. Yes. Right, I'm so lost in these comments.
Yeah. ASMR woodworking, says David. Question mark?
ASMR woodworking. Didn't we say about doing something like that?
We did actually.
Yeah. I think it was just cutting a dovetail, wasn't it? Something like
It was literally just like one video. You cut a dovetail.
that. Yeah.
It's like uncut footage.
Yes.
No talking, just sound.
Yeah. Multiple camera angles and things. And yeah, microphones like super close to the wood, super close to the action.
I'll bring the proper microphones as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be really good. So yeah, I can usually knock one up in about 15 minutes or something like that. So it'd be about a 15-20 minute video, no talking, just pleasure for the eyes. We'll cut my head out of it.
And the ears.
And the ears. Yeah. We'll cut my screaming out of it.
Yeah, so that will be ASMR woodworking coming later.
I could get it at the end where I assemble it and it splits. You just see go.
I just distort the levels up to like +12.
Just this raw.
Rob should try to make a cabinet, says Kieran. Well, that's what I will be doing with the school.
The
eventually.
student series.
Terrifying.
The student series. It's coming back.
Oh no.
It was great. I'm so behind on these
Well,
comments.
Tim's trying to keep you up. He says, a dude at the top asked for a birthday shout out for his partner, says Tim. I'll try and find it.
Oh, James Taylor said, how's the Saurensteiner belt?
You're going to have to get up close to the camera.
Hang on. I'm not doing anything fishy here.
Just...
I am so...
This is... Don't... I've already seen that 4 times today.
Let's not talk about that, Rob. This belt is so nice. It's so nice. First materialistic purchase in years. Those of you who saw my Instagram story the other day, you'll know how excited I was when I unboxed this. Saurensteiner, the guy who runs the company, Conrad, he normally makes hand planes, and they are just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I've always admired his work, and I like every single photo, and I've got notifications turned on Instagram for when he posts a photo. And he put a notification up late last year saying that he was doing a batch of belts. I saw it just too late, missed the initial batch, but then he did a second one, and I managed to get on it. And this, I don't know if we can see it on here.
Well, that's never going to work from there.
No, you can do it. Oh wait, I'll stand here and do it, because I can actually see what you're doing now.
Yeah, and that's going to be really zoomed in for a while.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it is a solid cast bronze buckle. Obviously, hand shapes and everything like that, refined. The curves and lines on it are just unbelievably... it's just so refined and weighty. Leatherwork has been done by his friend, and I've got a choice in all the hardware for it as well, like the... what are they called? Chicago screws. Can't remember what they're called.
Got little engravings in there.
Little engravings. Yeah, it is stunning. So the leather's a little bit rigid at the moment. I'm just trying to break it in a bit. But I'm just so happy to finally own some of his work. It just feels like I've kind of ticked off a little box that I've. I'm well happy. I'm chuffed with it. Yeah, absolutely stunning. So, yeah, I don't think I'll ever be affording one of his planes. Maybe when I retire. But there we go.
In your second life.
Yeah. But no, it is very nice. I strongly recommend following him on Instagram, because it is just unbelievable stuff.
Oh, it's something from the shed that asked for the shout out. Where? Oh.
What's that?
So I think it was his wife's birthday or something.
Oh, was it?
Wait, let me get it right before that.
I believe her name is
Something...
Donna.
Oh, please
Donna?
Can you say a massive happy birthday to my wife Donna? Look at you
It is
go.
Donna.
It is Donna.
Yeah, I am
That
good.
was a
Happy
long
birthday,
way
Donna.
back.
Oh, was it? Oh, happy. There you go.
No, it was all about the top.
Oh, was it? I hope he's still here, watching our live stream on her birthday.
Yes.
Priorities.
Right, I've got a question for you. Matthew, my darling, my lizard is growing very large and I need a pretty lizard box for her to go about her lizardy days.
This Sam Egerton.
No. When are you going to help me make one?
The Viv. When I've got time. I knew there was something that was still creeping in the back of my mind somewhere. It's been this blooming mezzanine floor for the past few months, but yeah, this Viv. What was the other thing? There's been something else that's always been creeping that I just haven't sorted out.
Airsoft video.
I just want to cry every time. Yeah, I'm shocking. I just need to learn.
You need to find a calendar, a diary, a something that you're gonna stick. Just something you can write down your things in.
I can't.
You need to though, otherwise you're going to die. Something's gonna cause you to die because you'll have forgotten. Take your medicine this day, or you will die, and you will bin the piece of paper, or you'll just screw it up into a ball like you did the scripts for that live stream and just put it on a shelf.
That was the
Of
best
course,
one.
that's what you do with a script. Before a live stream started, we thought, we'll make it really efficient, get the start going really well. And so Matt wrote a script beforehand, we were absolutely prepared, and then Matt's like, I've lost my script, can't find it. So we searched high and low, and found it, screwed up in a ball, on a shelf. Not in the bin, on a shelf.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
This is so bad. He lost his tape measure today, and he had a good look around. Oh no, couldn't find it anywhere. And just said, I'm sure that'll turn up somewhere. I spotted it earlier. It was underneath the workbench, the main massive workbench. Why was his tape measure that low to the ground already to then end up underneath the workbench.
The funny thing is, I saw it there, and I thought, yeah, I'll pick that up later. And I blatantly thought that about 2 weeks ago when I put it there. But yeah, I'll get that later. I'm so lazy. Oh, there we go.
Are you guys going to do a zipline fireman's pole to get off a mezzanine floor, says Robert Hamill? Wish we could. No space in the world for it.
However, I am seriously considering some sort of system to take my dirty mugs and plates and the blimmin' microwave tray down because, like, I just need something that I can load it all onto and then lower it down.
Well, we've got multiple pulleys that are not in use.
We do. We do. Yeah, like the microwave tray is just it's got the Amazon rainforest on there at the moment. It's a little bit.
It's not nice.
A little bit
not
spory.
Nice. Dan Leach says, "Hey dudes, any news on Maker Central 2020? We will be there.
We will be there." And I got a message from Axminster today, which I haven't responded to yet.
Typical,
because it's not on my to-do list, but it's up
here.
You
don't have a to-do list.
That's the one. And they have asked if I'm happy to do a demonstration at one of their, like on one of their benches or something like that, which I was going to ask them to do anyway.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, I'll probably do a demonstration at Maker Central. Whether it'll be on one of the days or both the days, I don't know yet. I'll get back to them soon. As for demonstrations, the dovetail one is always a crowd pleaser. People like doing that. And then, like, most of the time, it's just a general chit chat because Maker Central in previous years has just been, there's that bug again.
No. Don't, just let him live.
It's minging.
Just let him live.
What was I saying? Yeah, Maker Central in previous years for some people has been like this kind of cat and mouse thing where like they're trying to find me or they're trying to find other YouTubers and you're just circling the hall avoiding each other, whereas if we have this dedicated space it'll be kind of it'll be a cool meet up and I'll be able to do some demonstrations and answer your questions directly rather than in this live stream with this disgusting bug next to me.
Well, never mind. He's fine. Don't.
Oh no,
just look. He blends in with the OSB, therefore he belongs there.
Fair. Can't believe I didn't see it.
But yes, I shall be there too, filming the day. So if you want to be in a video, just get in front of Matt and I'll film you, and then no matter what you do, actually no. The more you do, the more you're in the video, so it's up to you.
If you've got an OSB t-shirt on, you'll definitely get in the video.
That's very true.
And speaking of, just as a reminder for everyone,
if you didn't already know,
we tend to get the same amount of viewers in each live stream, but just as a reminder, if you're wearing an OSB t-shirt at Maker Central, we'll take your name, we'll put it on a hat, and we will take your name out of a hat on one of these live streams with the hope of you winning one of 5 OSB marking knives. OSB pressure treated with epoxy marking knife. It'll be a limited run. They will probably not ever be available again because I imagine that will be a pain in the arse to manufacture. But if you're wearing an OSB t-shirt at Maker Central either of the day and you find either me or Rob, we'll take your name, pop it in the hat, and there you go.
And chances are we'll be together.
Yes.
So if you find one, you'll find the other.
You'll find the other, yeah. So OSB t-shirts, and in fact it's any OSB merchandise, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever. They're all available on my website now, mattesley.com/store or /shop. I can't remember which one it is now. You'll find it out.
Matt and Rob, why don't you have a calendar/reminder board behind where you're sat, says Terry.
What, there?
Well, it's not a bad
idea.
idea.
I do use my calendar on my phone.
Yeah.
Look. It's pretty colourful.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fantastic. What else have you forgotten?
1, 2. I'll go to Paris in 3 weeks.
Nah.
Didn't realise that. Oops.
Well done you.
Crazy. Yeah.
So you've got a calendar. Yes, it's colourful. But it's only colourful because it's stuff that you put in a very long time ago. And you don't have a single thing in that calendar that's going to tell you to do something soon. Is there? But you put in recently before you go and pick out one that's going to happen next weekend.
Oh. No.
There you go. So what you could do is when you saw the Axminster thing, you could just put a little thing in your calendar to say, respond to Axminster.
It's up here.
He's not.
Useless.
Tim Scott says, challenge, make something small out of OSB and bring it to Makers to give to Matt. Oh, it's going to be really trashy bringing a bag home of OSB.
It'll be better than my coins I made last year. Speaking of, I am going to do OSB.
You're going to do it again?
Yeah. You got to do your coins again.
Who was it? I think it was #woodworking. Is he doing coins now as well? I think he's doing some coins, but he's doing it really cleverly.
What did he do again?
He's branding them, literally burning them.
On a drill press.
Yeah.
Yeah, really clever.
I mean,
really clever.
that's the best way to actually get something to look standardised.
Rather than just... yeah.
As they just descend into madness by the time you got to
some
number
of them
80.
were shocking. And like there were some OSB ones that had holes all over it, and I try and write my signature on it, and it would fall into this
Drop
chasm.
into it.
Yeah, apologies to the people who received those ones. But yeah, I am going to do those again, definitely. Oh, I could get a branding iron for it, to be fair. It'd be very useful. Oh, here he comes again.
Stephen says, what if someone brings a sheet of OSB to you at Maker Central?
Then I'll take it off them.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Please.
I need it. I need more.
Yeah.
We need to decorate.
Yeah, let's make sure we have enough car straps to just deal with the journey back.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get there?
Don't ask me this, I can't remember. I want to say 2 hours.
Okay.
But we will take the M6 toll road.
Oh, yes. Yes, let's do that.
I'm going to treat myself.
Travel in
I
style.
love it so much. I love it.
Right, what else is up on here?
Rob, do you do it for the love or does Matt pay you? It's neither of them.
Well, most often Matt forgets to pay me, for starters.
I'll set a reminder up.
Yeah, it's a reminder. And two, I do genuinely enjoy being here. I mean, come on, we started at 8 o'clock this morning. We're almost here for like 12 hours now. We will be here after the live stream, finishing up the balustrade, doing the desk. It's just fun, just being here, building things, occasionally throwing things at Matt, occasionally insulting Matt, laughing at Matt. It's just great. You should have seen him attempt to get his car out today. Like, he could have moved his car in 2 moves. A simple forwards and reverse around. But no, he decided he would go forwards and then do about a 10-point turn in order to get his car going forwards again. I couldn't stop laughing. I was standing out in the rain. It was that funny to just keep watching.
It was quite embarrassing.
How frustrating was it seeing me just standing
It makes everything like tenfold more.
every
so much
reverse.
worse.
You must have hated yourself.
I have just seen that it was James Taylor's suggestion, Other Side of Bertha.
Very nice,
So
James Taylor.
thank you, James.
Indeed.
Thank you, James. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
To get a little shout out. Who? Clueless Cleric. I was just trying to remember who the other person was.
I've never heard from him again.
No. And I tell you what, that is one of the best names I've ever come across because I've literally just remembered it every single time. I'm useless with
catchy,
names.
innit?
Clueless Cleric.
Yeah.
Of all things, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So hang on, I'm so lost in it.
They're rapid. It's because they're so on it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Is your shed still standing after the 2 storms we've had? It is. It is. We also said last week we were actually going to put the cover up a little bit better so it wouldn't blow down, but we didn't. And it's still there.
Rock solid, mate.
Absolute rock solid.
Rock solid.
Yeah.
Ain't
Never
going
doubted
nowhere.
it. Not for a moment.
No. What's the next complex project? The next complex project is the apothecary cabinet,
Yes.
which I have started designing. I told you this, didn't I?
Yes, well, yes. You put it on your Instagram.
I did, didn't I? Yeah, on my story the other day. Yeah, I don't know if I've got my notebook here.
Nope. It's going to be downstairs.
I think it's in my camera bag.
Do you want me to go grab it for you? I'll grab my water at the same time.
Have a look. Yeah, it's the grey Bosch one. Yeah, I'll show you some of the drawings that I scribbled up. It's one of those projects that I genuinely don't know if I'll be able to do or not, which has been the case for the workbench. The Krenov cabinet was it was a bit of a push at the time. The bass guitar, this one here, was certainly a push. I had no idea if this would be successful or not.
Is it in your car?
Might be actually. Keys are on there somewhere. Keys are somewhere. But yeah, it's another one of those projects that I have no idea if it's going to be successful or not, and it's going to be an absolute journey throughout the whole thing. In fact, it's going to be like the mezzanine floor. I have no idea if it'd be successful or not. So yeah, it should be a really fun one. As I said, it's going to be a very similar design to the Krenov cabinet. I'm thinking like a swept back front with lots of curved fronted drawers on it. The legs are going to be set at 45 degrees to the main carcass. And then in terms of material, I'm hoping to get a lot of ripples.
Sorry.
Sit there. Oh, you got it. I'm hoping to get some like rippled sycamore or rippled ash or something, some really nice light timber. But then for the drawer sides, use up my stockpiles of rosewood because I've got so much of it. I don't know what to do with it. And the contrast with rosewood against sycamore when you pull the drawers out will just be insane. So I've been scribbling down lots of ideas. Is it in there?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
It is a shame.
Oh. Yeah. But as that design progresses, I will be talking about that on Instagram quite often. In fact, I might even address it in this month's monthly update as well, sort of talk about the design process, because it is something that people ask me about, how I design stuff and how I develop ideas. So it'll be pretty cool to show that process with you. Not sure when it's going to be starting, but it's certainly going to be something that I do when Rob is here with me. So it'll be both of us kind of in the workshop at once. So it'll be a lot of based on the project, but then there'll be little bits in between of just us messing around or whatever it is that we normally do killing time. So yeah, that is the next complex project. Follow March. Yeah, I could.
I mean, I reckon we'll have all of the mezzanine floor finished.
Yeah, it's whether I get the drawings and stuff sorted by then.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, that's what's slowing me down. It's an activity for me to do on my train journeys at the moment. But make sure to follow my Instagram stories if you want to see what's going on with that. I'm so bad at posting stuff on the timeline when it comes to Instagram, but Instagram stories, there's usually something there nowadays. I'm trying to stay on top of that. So thanks for looking anyway.
No worries. Tried my best.
Yeah. Right, I'm only just at the comment where Tim said, "Can I gate crash your podcast?"
Just skip all that. Just scroll
No, but I'm wanting to like get to people's comments, but none of the buying links on the Dovetail Tools page work, and most of the descriptions are wrong. Yes, I got an email from this the other day. I forgot to update something.
Oh no.
Yes, thank you for the heads up on that. I'm going to sort that out this weekend.
Literally, someone just said that as you said it.
Oh.
Said the same question. I guess Lean 789 was it?
Oh, that's the one I saw. Yeah. I'd love a new batch of mallets, Matt. I did have some leadwood on order from Yandles, but they're not getting it in anytime soon. I put like a back order on for 300 quid's worth of leadwood.
How many mallets were that giving you?
Now you're asking. I can't even remember how much it was.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, 300 quid's worth of leadwood. It was a lot. It's quite thick sections. It's like 3x3.
Yeah.
But not getting it anytime soon, and I want to make the heads out of leadwood. Or I go to Timberline in Kent and get some lignum ones, but I'm not going to be down that way anytime soon, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah.
Plan trip.
Yeah.
OSB chessboard. People are saying. OSB chessboard. See, now you're into chess.
OSB and rosewood.
Oh, that would be so good.
I've got some of the proper, like, hard to get rosewood as well. As in, like,
that would
can't
be
imported.
Sublime.
That'll be shocking behaviour, but so good.
Yeah. Why not? And we can polish up the OSB and what can we do? 400 grit?
Epoxy finish.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, that's got to be a thing.
People will go mental.
And the white pieces are OSB.
Okay, yeah.
And then the brown pieces, back pieces, are the other wood.
Stained OSB.
I could go stained OSB. Or more of...
rosewood.
Yeah.
Yeah, more rosewood.
Yeah. I think that sounds brilliant.
That is a shocking idea.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
I mean, that is a Turning Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's multiple Turning Tuesdays.
I've got to find a way of stabilising OSB, though. I've only got a
Yeah.
pressure pot. I think I need a vacuum chamber to do it. I haven't even used the pressure pot yet.
No.
No.
I mean, you don't even have it in the workshop.
Oh, yeah, it's at Axminster stuff. Why didn't I get that the other day? It was literally there.
You silly moo.
I had enough bags in my hands anyway.
Robert Hamill says, if I was to subscribe to your Patreon for $10, would that be the same in pounds?
No, it's not.
Converts
Patreon,
it.
yeah, Patreon works in dollars, but any donations, amazing. I'm not going to be fussy at all.
I mean, Patreon literally paid for my existence.
It did. Yeah,
to begin with.
it did. Yeah. God, that's going to get a load of unsubscribers now. No, it genuinely did. Yeah. It's like the only fixed income that we can predict every month. Like, yeah, everything else is like the bloody stock market. It's just duff. Yeah.
Cocoa Pops extracted content.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Earlier today we were looking at what videos have earned us the most unsubscribes recently.
Yeah.
How many did we lose on the Cocoa Pops video?
42. 42 people unsubscribed because of that. Although, 44 people total, and then 2 people came back.
They did, yes. Yes, they knew the error of their ways.
Yeah.
They wanted to see Frosties next.
James Taylor says to write Matt's ideas on the blackboard. I am not going to start becoming his little workshop. I don't know. There's so many words I want to use, but I can't.
I think I said it earlier, didn't I?
You did.
Which with a B.
Yes. Literally, to set up this live stream, I spent 20 minutes just tidying up the cables that Matt had dumped on the ground.
I was playing bass.
With 6 cables.
Well, no. I took all the cables from home and I put them in a bundle and I took one of them out to play bass. I didn't know where to put the other 5.
So you just dumped them on the ground?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
How has he got to this point? That's my question daily.
Man's got a coffee machine.
He does, and he don't deserve it. Back in the workshop says, unsubscribe for Cocoa Pops. Madness. Utter madness. That's it.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, we will make a good effort to get through these comments. It's really flooding in this episode.
Oh, it's brilliant.
182 viewers. That's a lot more than we normally get. If you're not normally
That's a
here,
serious one.
it is great to have you. Thank you very much for being here.
And we do it every Thursday apart from next Thursday.
Yes, apart from next Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is great. Keep the comments going. We'll try and get through.
Yes, we'll keep up with them.
Yeah.
Rob, you should make a montage of Matt's funny moments. Yeah, I should. Kieran said that. Kieran, you're in the chat all the time.
He is, yeah.
And I'm responding to everything you're saying, apparently. Good questions. I genuinely have thought about it. Like, I thought I should flag up the clips that are particularly funny and just have them in a folder. But it takes so much time to do that because the funny clips tend to be within a time lapse, which means that I have to save an 8 gigabyte file to get this one funny clip and remember that it's there.
We had some good ones today, though, I think.
We did.
Bit NSFW, but...
I'm
Second
zooming
channel.
in. No, I'm zooming in. I'm highlighting. This is where he touched me.
Right.
What's the first podcast going to be about? Says #woodworking.
I've got a few ideas in my head. I haven't noted them down anywhere.
I mean, this will be a first for me to find out what the idea is going to be.
I think we've said that the general idea of the podcast is about getting into woodworking / turning it into a side income or a main income or whatever. And it's going to be based off us learning from other people or talking about what we've done. So I think the first podcast will just be a general introduction to what I'm doing now, my goals with everything, and what I've done so far to kind of build this online thing, whatever it is. I just want to start off on something that clarifies everything that we're doing with the podcast and the direction that we're going. As for there, I've got a few ideas for guests. I haven't even told them that I want them to be on, but I've got a few ideas, and I think they'll be really, really good. One of them is a furniture maker who was a few years above me at Rycottwood, and a picture of his workshop popped up the other day on Facebook.
I think his Instagram page was also recommended to me recently.
Was it?
And you've never told me the name, but I just looked at it and thought, that looks like a new workshop someone's moving into, and I know you mentioned it.
Yeah,
and
it's insane.
Stunning.
It's just how he's got from that. Yeah. Well, I just want to know how he did it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the goal of that is just so you guys can learn from that. Just maybe get a little tips to apply to yourself, whether you want to take it into a full-time income or a side income. And of course, we will be talking about woodworking, not just numbers and stuff like that. It's not going to be about Excel spreadsheets and things, as much as I do like them.
No, I think what we'll probably try and do is have some sort of a rough plan, a rough guide that we want to ask sort of the similar questions to each person who's in the same sort of space.
Yeah.
So then sort of you can compare and contrast and find out different things, how people do different things in different ways. I think that'd be quite good.
So have a mixture of fixed questions and bespoke questions.
Yeah, yeah. So you can start with fixed questions and then sort of go off on a tangent if that applies, and then just bring it back and just see, because I've been listening to The Verge recently. It's like a tech podcast.
Yeah.
And the main guy on that has been asking these top CEOs from like Microsoft, Adobe, all this sort of thing. And his final question on each one is always the same. He asks, when do you work? Because of course they're CEOs.
Yeah.
Like when do they actually work? Because of course, if you're high up, especially as this guy is in The Verge doing these interviews, then a lot of the time you're just responding to emails and all that sort of stuff. And it's really fascinating to hear when people do it. So the Adobe CEO, he works primarily when he travels, because he's on a plane from, I think, San Francisco to LA or something, and it's like a 5-hour trip.
Yeah.
And there's no Wi-Fi, or it's crap Wi-Fi. So he gets solid blocks of hours as he's traveling all the time. So that's quite an interesting one. And another question was, when do you respond to emails? Because of course they're always coming in, and it's just interesting to hear when a CEO would deal with it. Obviously, this isn't going to apply to woodworkers. no, but it's a similar concept in terms of just having a few set questions, just out of curiosity, to find out what people do and when they do it and how they do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like the idea of it. It's having some form of uniformity across the podcast, and like you say, to compare answers from different people. So that'll be really good for the interview ones. And then that'll obviously be mixed in with the stuff that would just be either me on my own or me and Rob or whatever we happen to do. I'm also, on top of podcasts, I'm also getting into writing blogs. So I've posted a few now on my website. You'll just see on there's a little blog button at the top. I did one the other day on how I afforded all the tools in my workshop. Kind of a similar subject to what the podcast will be about, I guess, because it's a question that's it comes in floods from new viewers, because I'm, how old am I? Am I 25?
You are
25.
No, you're not. You're 24.
24. I always forget how old I am. I'm 24. And always getting questioned about how I afford tools. So I wrote about it in the blog post and got some really, really nice comments from it, who I'd imagine a lot of you will be in this chat. So thank you for that. I wasn't looking for sympathy or positive. I was just merely trying to answer a question. But it got some really good responses. So
it was a great article.
I did,
to be fair.
and it was fun writing it as well. Like just having time to sit down and type something up rather than try and get my words out on camera.
And it was sort of like you're fairly open with it as well. But I responded to his article on Facebook, and I just said a big chunk of the article is saying that it was luck that got you here.
Yeah.
It's just not true.
No,
luck,
but
luck as a concept just doesn't exist. You made the most out of external factors that were outside of your control, but you made the most of them. And a lot of people, you know where I was going to go with that. Sometimes people's talent, motivation and drive can be put onto things that isn't true, and they say that it's not them and it was just other things that caused this stuff to happen. And I just think it belittles the talent that got you there in the first place. It's just he's blushing now.
I do know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's
I mean, you've been fortunate.
I have been fortunate. Yeah, there is no doubting that.
But you made the most out of every step of the way.
I have also done that. Yeah, it was just aimed at people particularly young people, just to sort of make the most of opportunities. And that's what I tried to do with it.
And be lucky.
Yeah. Get them 4-leaf clovers and
Yes.
don't walk under ladders. And then you might win yourself a coffee machine. Did I say that I won a coffee machine recently, by the way, guys?
Shush.
You said you were going to try one of these cold ones.
Well, I didn't. What did Stephen say?
Have a
Rob's
cold-
an absolute nobody. Why is Stephen saying Rob's an absolute nobody?
Cold
What's
one
going
with
on
the
here?
boys. There you go.
So, why is Stephen saying I'm useless? No offence, but who is Rob anyway? As in, how did you meet and start working together? That almost sounded like it was full of offence then. Who is Rob anyway? And of course, Stephen follows that up with Rob's an absolute nobody.
Oh, I see.
That makes a lot of sense.
That does make sense.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much. Well, to keep it short, because we've answered it a lot before, we've known each other since we were literally babies. Didn't realise that because after a few years we went to different schools, then went to secondary school and happened to bump into each other again there, not knowing we already knew each other from the past. And then it became just a game of just pranking each other to no end.
Yeah, I had tea bags poured in my hair at one day.
Glue.
The best one was with the rucksacks.
I tell so many of my students this story.
You're best at telling the order. I can't remember which we did it.
So in resistant materials class, woodworking class, we sat at this table. It must have been year 8 or year 9.
Yeah.
Sat at a table together, workbench, and by this point the pranks had been escalating to the point of tea bags being all over the place. You know, all this and all that. And I decided to up the ante one day, and I thought, well, the straps on his bag, on his rucksack that he uses to carry around all his books, they're probably a little bit too thick. So I thought, I'll cut one down a bit until it was a few millimetres worth of a strap. So as soon as he swung his bag on, it snapped. Oh, it was a brilliant day. But of course, after that, retaliation ensued, and he did the same to me.
I did, yeah.
So I then cut his other strap off his bag the next ResMat lesson, so he was now strapless, and he did the same to me. And I believe you said you can't actually do anything to me anymore. You've already wrecked the bag. It's done. But I had noticed he'd been carrying the bag around by the handle. That was still usable, so I just chopped off the handle. So you had to go between lessons hugging his rucksack.
It was the worst time of my life. So bad.
And now we've ended up here, where I'm now working from.
But we did all of that without knowing that we knew each other beforehand. That was the best thing about it.
Yeah. It was
so one day like, wait, I know you.
Complete mind blown that our parents knew each other very well.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Those were horrible days. Funny when it was done towards the other person, but oh man, carrying that bag around like that.
It was. I think the fact that we get along so well with each other is the fact that not once did we ever sort of just like get fed up by it, or like if a teacher was ever involved, it was normally because they spotted what happened.
Yeah.
And then the other person would just dob them in, just like, massively. It would always backfire for you though, because I was always the innocent, always,
every single time. And it still carries on. Earlier, you'll see on an Instagram story, there was loads of bags full of air underneath the mezzanine floor, so I just decided to jump on them while Rob was up here to make.
I didn't realise you did that.
Yeah, it's just constant. We're constantly just trying to belittle each other, and
just knock each other down a peg.
Yeah, exactly. It just keeps your ego at bay, I think, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
It is funny though. It is really funny. So that's how we know each other.
Yeah.
Just from pure abuse.
You realise if you do get big and you end up on stages, you are not safe there. Be very aware that I will be on the teleprompter typing in new words for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's happening.
Try your coffee.
Oh no.
Go on, give it a smell. I'll have another one otherwise. Rob doesn't like coffee, but these cold brew ones.
A noble Italian taste.
Oh, that's a good swig. It's more hot chocolatey, I think.
It tastes a lot smoother and hot chocolatier than it smells.
Yeah. It's quite good, isn't it?
I could drink it.
Yeah.
I could drink it.
There you go.
It is a very noble Italian taste, so I'll grant them that.
Yeah.
And in regards to the swig, I've recently learned that I just need to just go for things and just try new things. Otherwise, you just can't.
Yeah, if you give it a little sip, then you're still tasting all for me, the sawdust on my lips and stuff. It's like, you don't get a true taste or anything. You just got to go for it. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's decent.
Not having any more. It's my coffee.
Rob, will you be making something on the lathe? Says League of ADC. I have once. I've made a pen. Made 2 pens, actually.
Did, didn't you?
Well, I tried to make the second pen, but I tried to do it too quickly and broke it. But yeah, I made an African Buduk pen. It was rather nice.
You did, yeah. You did.
Is that your next Turning Tuesday, by the way?
What?
Do you have a Turning Tuesday? Or pens? Or no? Or is that just...
I did consider it, yeah.
Right, because they look like really nice pens that you made. Did you make them?
Yes,
you definitely made
down.
some.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Are they downstairs now?
Did I? No, I've taken them back.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I was waiting for glue to dry on the cabinet project that I was filming the other day, so I just decided to knock out a bunch of pens and finish off a few knife prototypes that I've been doing. And I'm thinking, so often when I'm waiting for glue to dry or I'm just thumbing around in the workshop, I'm just scrolling through Instagram and stuff, and that time can be used so much more productively. So I've just bought loads of pen kits, and I think every single time I find myself on my phone in here, I'm just going to turn on the lathe and get going making pens. Whether they'll be listed on my website or not, I don't really know. I might start giving away for free, or just I'm going to make some for the guys next door in the office as well. As a thank you for
keep them sweet.
Well, just as a thank you for handling my deliveries and things like that.
I've always wondered, have you ever tested what they can hear through the wall?
No, I thought about that when I turned up the bass the other day, because the machines I don't feel like would be too bad. But
that being said, remember I went outside during the live stream when you had different saws going. I heard none of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't even realise they were going, other than the fact I was watching the live stream on my phone. My phone was louder than what I heard out there.
They don't normally work on that side of the wall anyway. They're kind of like diagonal to us.
They're around the corner.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I did just see a funny comment from William Simpson saying at the rate Matt's going, OSB is going to have to end up on the CITES list. I love that. The CITES list is a list for endangered and non-importable / exportable timbers. That is funny. I like that. Right. You enjoying that?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not bad. I'm just looking at what the caffeine content is. I want to see if it competes with the pills. I'm not sure if it has it. It must do. It's coffee.
Only just at the comment, is there a bloopers reel? I'm going to refresh.
Just go to the bottom.
I'm really trying, sorry.
Just keep up with it.
Right, let's see.
What's going in the insulation room? CAD cam suite. So that was Derek Savage talking about that room in there with all the insulation there. Could you imagine that? That'd be great to have a line of machines.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
If only it was wide enough to
I went on Alibaba the other day just for a laugh.
Never gone on that
Haven't
website.
you?
No.
I found a nappy making machine for about 50 grand. No, it might have been 50 grand. It might have been 500 grand. It's like 500 metres long though. It's great.
Like for a factory?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Nappy making machine.
Need a lot of them. You do have some stomach issues,
I
don't you?
do. I do. Just seen Emma Thompson's watching from school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was she?
She said, my dad uttered the words, when I retire, I can do YouTube again. Watch out, Matt. He could be adding batteries, propellers and all sorts to your inventions. He does RC planes.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. His garage is amazing. She showed me photos of it, yeah.
I really want to get Matt making an RC plane or something in the summer. I think that would be brilliant because he'd put so much work into it and then he'd have to fly it. It'd be brilliant. Brilliant.
Let's look.
Right. Hello, Marco from Italy.
I've just seen this one popping up. How good are Axminster Rider products? This is from Football Freestyles. They're very good. I really like them. They're suitable to the budget, I think. They're usually flat on the bottom, usually nice and square. The only thing that brings them down to the price they are is the fact that the finishing of the components, like the knurling and the backlash, is a little bit more sloppy than what it would be on the Lee Nielsen stuff. If you want a plane that functions really well, but yeah, if you want something that functions, a Ryder is a very good bet. I really like them. If you want something that's finished a bit nicer, then bump yourself up to a Quancheng or a Lee Nielsen. Simple.
Very, very nice. What's your plan for flooring on the mezzanine floor?
This.
No.
We're not getting a shag pile carpet.
We are.
No.
We are.
No.
Tell Matt we need a shag pile carpet for the mezzanine floor. He responds to peer pressure very well.
You did get me the crisps earlier.
I did get you to build the mezzanine floor.
Yeah, that wasn't even peer pressure. That was a suggestion. Like,
it was.
Let's have a mezzanine floor. Yeah, all right then. Go ahead. Doof. The other one.
2 months later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 360 camera. Yeah. So I'm thinking for this little area, shag pile carpet, because it's got to be nice and cozy for all the podcast guests if they're here in person, and then a nice solid wood Purdue floor out there. No, not Purdue. It would be nice. I mean, it would be really nice to have a solid wood floor, but...
Tim's just said put some lino down. That'd be nice. Wipe free, like wipe clean. Love it, Tim.
Tim, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tim?
OSB parquet flooring.
Parquet? What's parquet?
I think I misspelled parquet's like, you know, those bricks that are kind of like...
Oh, like that?
Yeah, I think that's what parquet is.
To be fair, that would be really cool, only if you stained the OSB before you did that. Because if you did that, you wouldn't notice. I mean, it's so camouflage.
Yeah, it would just... Yeah, it would be a very... I don't want to say there would be too much OSB up here, but it might be a bit overkill.
It would be. I think it would hurt the... I think we'd probably get a migraine if you walk up here. It's like fuzzy eyes. Go for the shag pile carpet. How fast is your internet speed in the workshop? You must have to have some fast internet to stream. Oh,
you remember the number, don't you?
I do. 260 megabits per second. Down. Load. Yep. 260 megabits per second. Upload. On the Wi-Fi.
Mental.
Yeah. It's a bit bonkers. But to be fair, to be streaming, you can do it on a lot less.
Yeah.
Don't get the shag pile, says one, unless you get Rod to hover it every day because of the sawdust. Hover? Hoover. No, but he did say hover. He said Rod and hover. So I'm going to read it out as it is because he misspelt my name. I think intentionally because D is nowhere near B. I will hoover it. That's the thing. If we get a shag pile carpet, I will hoover it. I will bring my hoover into the workshop every Thursday and hoover it.
Will you?
Yes.
Well, apparently Tim said he said the lino to take the piss. I like the idea.
Well, of course Tim said it to take the... I mean...
Tim's a serious man.
He's a serious man. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. No, he is. Tim, you're very serious. Don't hurt me. Herringbone flooring laid with beech wood. Look fantastic. Herringbone? What's that? Rob, any chance you can you acknowledge Kieran? Think he'll go all night with the same comment otherwise. Yes.
Where was that?
No, just... Kieran, you got him bonkers. You got him bonkers with the comments. Just okay. I appreciate comments, but I can't keep reading the same person's comments out.
Okay. Yeah, just to answer one of them, you should have veneer flooring. It would break.
Oh, I see. Just because... Yeah.
Yeah, I've just found a few of them.
Yeah. Just got home and my OSB hoodie arrived, says Lee Oman.
Yes.
Oman.
Love it. Love it. Hope you like it. I hope you like it too. Represent.
When do I get one?
Yeah. By the way, guys, is the quality of this stream like good?
That's a great question.
Just like the general viewing quality, audio quality, whatever. Because we're
viewing quality. What are you watching? Does it look good to you on the screen?
Well, I don't know because like we're on good Wi-Fi, whereas people who are on bad Wi-Fi might be. Would that affect it?
No,
it wouldn't at all.
No.
Okay.
Does it look good? Does it look HD? Does it look like normal weeks?
Yeah, because we're messing around with a different latency. Hence why we're seeing your questions like as you post them now, which is really good.
Yeah, we're literally on it. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good quality. Great quality. Love
awesome. It. But look, we had to wait 20 seconds for that before, and it's like, boom,
yeah.
It's there.
You start talking broadband speed and my screen starts buffering, says Eleanor. Yeah, of course it does. Looks and sounds good here. Very good quality. Fine quantity. Looks excellent. Look at this. How many in here have
good.
OSB hoodies, t-shirts? Says Tim. Be curious about that question.
Where's the 100?
Lighting a bit dark though. Oh, go on. I'll boost it up for you, David.
I'll just say, yeah, where's the 100k plaque? It would be so nice on the backdrop. It absolutely would. I've got it up at my home office at the moment. It's kind of as like subtle bragging for people who come into the home. It's like, yeah.
You don't have visitors.
We don't have visitors.
Literally have me. It's up so that I can see it and just think, oh, of course his ego's big now.
Yeah.
The sound volume is a bit low. The bit rate has been jumping up and down slightly sometimes, but otherwise for stream it's fine. Yeah, that makes sense, Robert. That really does. I don't know why the audio is low though. It's looking quite high to me on the old meters. Well, actually no, it's not great, but I don't want it clipping. So boost up the volume. Maybe I'll. Oh god, fine. You're mentioning the volume. I'll boost it up a bit. Here we go. Have a bit of that. Just make sure your ears don't bleed.
What's that?
That's as much as I can do.
Oh, you turned it up, have you?
Yeah, just a bit. Does Rob want the shag pile because he wants to turn it into a 70s porn set? Yes.
I mean, we're getting the felt on the roof at some point. Well, fabric. Look like the brothel, so yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking like sort of silk,
Yeah.
maroon silk.
I'm just
Put a
imagining
few little lights in there as well, tea lights.
Yeah, I'm just imagining with this felt roof though. Imagine how much of a dust trap that's going to be. Like we'll just, and it'll just.
Don't hit it then.
I suppose, yeah, but like. Oh no, I will miss it.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, planned out.
Look, I have no issues.
We planned the height of this building. I really want to get my coffee machine out.
No, don't.
Why?
You won't understand how to use it. It won't work. You'll get frustrated, and people will just go off the live stream.
Oh, but it's so cool. Black as well.
Is there a max bitrate on YouTube though? Because on other streaming services, max is 6,000, so no point going higher even if you can't handle it. I've got no idea what the bitrate is on YouTube. To be fair,
No, absolutely.
but as long as it looks good, it's lovely.
Mm.
Matt, what tool are you attempting next?
Just saw that one. Hard to say. I had quite a lot of inspiration for the mallet and the knife, just because they're stuff that I've been wanting to produce for a while. The next thing that I want to produce, it won't. I highly doubt they'll be for sale. I want to produce them for myself first. Is the infill plane, so dovetailed metal on the outside with a wooden infill inside it. I was talking about Saurensteiner earlier on in this video. Just have a look at his Instagram profile.
It's
And
stunning.
you'll see what I'm going for. Like, it's not going to be a copy, obviously. I will never top what he's managed to produce, but yeah, an infill plane would be a pretty cool one. Very similar to the Holty planes as well, like that kind of thing. Yeah, a plane will be a really cool one though, and a chance to use the old milling machine again.
Need to get a forge. Go full metalworking. Summer
forge.
Yeah.
I said this, like, just as I'm at the point where I've finally got all the woodworking machines I want, I'm like, cool, metalwork, boom, let's go there now. Leatherwork, yeah, there. I will not settle until I've got every machine or every piece of equipment I can own, and then I'll retire. I'll just give it away like Mr. Beast. There you go.
Yeah, well, you got to be making enough from your videos first.
Yeah. Here's this brand new machine that I bought 50 years ago that I've never used.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Tell you what, this is nice.
You like it?
I do like it.
I really want to crack open another one. I was secretly hoping you didn't like it so I could have the rest of it. But...
If I went entirely by the smell, I wouldn't have liked it. But yeah, the taste is nice.
It does. It's very chocolatey, isn't it? And like,
It is.
considering
Big fan.
Yeah, cappuccino. There's nothing.
Outdoor forge in the shed, like Alex Steele's original vid, says Tim. Got to build a shed big enough for that.
I just think it'd be dangerous me working with propane canisters, whatever you use for
And a
stuff like that.
bitumen roof.
And a bit, yeah, it start dripping.
Yeah. Just the fumes themselves will get you high.
Yeah, absolutely. Forging would be really cool. There is a place sort of down the road from where I live that do a blacksmithing course. I'm definitely going to get on that soon. A few of my evening class students did it once, and they came back with a kitchen knife. Like they bought a full-on kitchen knife into a college to do the evening class. because they wanted to make a handle for it. I was like, yeah, I didn't see that.
See no evil, hear no evil.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Jevin Cox says that this is so pointless.
Yeah.
Jevin, what is? Let us know, please. And then
if we're not talking dovetails, it's pointless.
It is. It's absolutely pointless. 174 people are wasting their time with this pointless stuff. Don't leave. Don't just realise what I've said. But I'm curious. Let me know.
I'm just going to have a little delve into old comments. Just to...
Alan, it did very well. It's still up. No problems there. I am shocked that it's still up, considering we hit 70-mile-per-hour winds in the last couple of weeks. But yeah.
What?
The shed.
The shed.
You're looking at comments. I'm just answering people in the chat.
I was thinking, because I know you've stuck loads of these stickers around parts of my life. I was like, is there one on the roof of my car? Or something?
No, that'd be quite good. Yeah, hit 70-mile-per-hour winds. Oh.
No.
Ideas.
No.
So many ideas now.
Speaking of things placed in weird locations.
Ooh. I
was just wondering if people had noticed the little thing in the most recent video with the clock in the background. I usually proof watch these videos like an hour before they go out. Proof watch. I never really tell Rob not to post them, but it's just whatever he's done goes. But I just spotted a little thing going on in the clock in the background. It was during a time lapse or something like that, and it just looked like a reflection or something.
It did. It was just a reflection, I think.
There was something going on there. Are you getting the timestamp for it?
I am not. Maybe, yes.
I was just wondering if any of you noticed it. We've seen one comment.
Dan C. Look at the clock at 9:45. 14 likes. Is that?
Yeah. Just don't get what inspired you to do it.
well, okay. If we go along those lines, let's talk about all the ducks written in your planner, the tea in your bag, the scissors on the rucksack, the what else have I done recently? Not well. Oh come on, what have I practiced? Oh, the seagulls in the
that was my favourite one.
drill bit cabinet.
I loved that. That was absolutely brilliant.
That was the height of my creativity.
Yeah, that was very good.
If you don't know what I'm on about, go back and watch Matt's dovetail videos. I sort of only just joined him, so I thought I'd just completely wreck his channel, and just mock him as much as I could. That's where the whole Belvita thing came from. I handed him a Belvita that I'd been taking to the workshop, and he got a dry mouth and couldn't do with it. I just left the whole thing in the video, and that's what stemmed that.
That was it. Yeah, got us in contact with the Belvita marketing team and everything.
Yeah.
They said no, which is why we only eat Walker's crisps nowadays. I have just seen a comment here from Nick Elliott. Considering an air filter for my garage shop, Axminster's AC15 AFS, about 150, and it's the baby of yours, but there's no reviews. Any advice? I haven't seen that air filter in person. Let's just have a quick look at it. I'm really happy with my trade one though.
When it's clean.
Yeah, it works a lot better when you clean the filter, funnily enough. Remote control unit, 3 speed settings, 3 time settings. Mate, that literally looks the same as mine.
Just different branding,
just a bit smaller. I'd imagine the difference will be the airflow of it. So room volume 155 meters cubed. And then that other one. I think if you're working in a single garage, or even a double garage, to be honest, that'll be absolutely fine. Let's see. Yeah, so my one does like double the room volume, which I need for such a high ceiling here. But yeah, I think you'll be, if you're just working out a garage, that'll be pretty decent. Looks very similar to the Jet one, in terms of specs, not in terms of its actual looks.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that'd be really good. I think that'd be good. I mean, 150 quid for an air filter. I mean, your lungs cost more than that.
Warren says Rob, the best thing you've done was the music for the Belvita eating challenge. I wet myself laughing. I forgot I did that.
What's that?
The Belvita eating challenge.
Yeah.
I spent so long on that. And who was it? Ian Smith says, Rob, what camera would you recommend to someone starting a YouTube channel? What would you recommend someone starting a YouTube channel?
I use the Sony A58 when I got mine, just purely because I got it for Christmas that year. I don't know enough about them. Okay, so there's two ways you can go. You can either think, right, the camera's gonna die in a moment, but you'll still hear the audio. You can either think, I'm gonna get into the world of DSLRs and cameras and I'm gonna upgrade my equipment straight away and deal with that. Or you can think, well, I'm gonna see what I can do with a YouTube channel with the resources I've got. So, depending on what phone you've got, that can be a great start. Particularly iPhones, they look rather lovely for their videos. They will do absolutely great job. Me and Matt, well, me in particular, massively into getting the sharpest looking, cleanest looking footage. But you ask 99% of the viewers on the channel, they won't notice a difference between whether it was 720p or 4K. No.
And if you do notice, you're part of the 1%.
Yeah.
So an iPhone, that'll do great. Most Android phones are great as well. Just try and lock in the frame rate so it just stays standard across the board. And get a microphone. The sound is the biggest thing. Yeah. The sound is the biggest. If you can get a lapel mic, absolutely fantastic. A shotgun mic's going to do just as well. You can plug them into phones now. But otherwise, for cameras, I just go for I started doing stuff with a 700D. I started a video production company with a Canon 700D.
Which is how much?
At the time, it was 500 quid. That was 7 years ago. Right. So that you could probably get that for 200 quid off eBay maybe now. Yeah. And they're going to be cameras for less than that, which are going to do better. But just try and get something that's easy to use. Yeah, and so like Rob mentioned, invest in audio. It makes a huge difference. We're all conditioned to watching videos at lower quality when we're stuck with bad Wi-Fi and stuff. We can get by watching a video in, God forbid, 480p or 720p. Ugh. Yeah. But when the audio sounds tinny or distorted, human brains cannot deal with that. I don't care how patient you are or whatever. If there's tinny audio, it's very hard to see over that. Or even just roomy audio or something like that. If you can just get, I'd say a shotgun mic is the simplest method. Oh yes, yeah. Attach it to the top of your camera or stand or whatever, or phone, and then plug it into the aux cable. Sorted. You haven't got to line up any audio in when you're editing or anything. It's just there. Amazing quality. Play, and normally they have built-in compressors and all that sort of stuff, so you get clear quality. Somebody else mentioned in the chat that they just came from the video that we released and came to this live stream and the audio is quieter. Right. And now the reason for that is we film using a shotgun mic and then I go in and I edit all the audio so it's nicely compressed and brought up as loud as possible without it sounding squashed or harsh. I just can't do that live without hardware or other programs that I don't want running. Yeah. So sound is the biggest thing, and if you can balance it within your videos, it's a great start. Yeah, this was actually another subject. Oh, the camera's just gone. You changed the battery. Right, we're going to change the battery now. My camera setup was actually something that I'm going to do another blog post on, and it's not just going to be a bragging about the equipment that I have, although I am very happy with it. I am going to be talking about my previous setups, and I'll be able to obviously link the videos that were filmed with that equipment, and that comes to visual video quality and also the audio quality as well, because that has changed over the years as well. So yeah, that blog post will be coming soon and will be really, really useful, I'd imagine. But if you're starting off, don't overcomplicate it. You never know, like you might buy a 500 quid camera and realising that actually YouTube is not for you, and you're 500 quid down on a camera, whereas most of us have some sort of smartphone, and these are, as Rob said, of really good quality. And in fact, in some of my videos where I'm like filming dust on the camera or something like that, and I can't bend the lens around on the camera to film itself, I just use an iPhone, and it's never questioned in the videos. In fact, half of the video where I made a dovetail box out of potato was filmed on an iPhone. There you go. Yeah, because I didn't want to carry my DSLR through Sainsbury's. that's why you lost so many subscribers. Yeah. So, what did you say? I saw, what was it? Who said it? Ian. The Rode Wireless Go, I've just had a look at it. And yeah, I mean, that should be brilliant. Rode's a fantastic microphone brand. I've got a few of them. I use their lapel mics when I'm in the workshop or when I'm filming with other clients.
It's like the benchmark, isn't it, Rode?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And think about this. Your phone and all phones before it have had microphones built in. And all cameras, or whatever. You think about the value of the camera and you think how much money they will have spent on the audio. Next to nothing. They will have put it in there because everyone expects to hear sound and you sort of need to hear it. But it's going to be awful. So for 150 quid to get a really nice sound, like, I don't know, this phone's what, 600 quid, I think, around the time, Google Pixel 3. I reckon they might have spent 20 quid on the mics. So you're spending like 5-7 times that amount in one go. Your microphones are going to be great.
Yeah.
But you don't have to spend that much either.
No,
literally,
I was going to say, yeah.
I'd say 60 quid. 60 quid, a shotgun microphone. You can get mobile specific ones, but will not only work on mobile, but on cameras as well, and they will do a great job.
It'll just help people watch your videos for longer. If the audio's good, it's just nicer to listen to, more relaxing, rather than just having it sound like a rock concert in your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I have
Huge
turned
difference.
down the volume of the music recently as well. Before you go on to rock concert in your ears.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry I went away for a sec, but did you answer my question about which brand is better, Bosch or Makita? I like Bosch. They support the channel, so this will obviously come across as biased, but I have always preferred Bosch. Partly just because Bosch is more of like a household trustworthy name for me. My dad had a lot of Bosch tools when I was growing up, and it's just something that has always been there. When I was working at Axminster, the only excuse that I saw people buying Makita was because the person that trained them used Makita. And like, I know that could be said the same for me. Like, I'm teaching people woodworking and I use Bosch, therefore that should be the brand that you go for. It works both ways. I would encourage you to just Bosch, I think for me, are going in a direction that's more future-proofing for their tools. I think they're developing stuff really quickly, and they're looking forward to the future. My general feel with Makita, and it's just a general feel from working at Axminster and just working with people who use Makita and seeing the stuff that they brought out in the past 5 years, I feel like a lot of their stuff goes for instant results, and they're aiming for big numbers on the spec sheets, but actually, is that doing the tool any good? Is it actually giving that performance? That's the general feel I get from Makita. But saying that, I don't know as much about Makita than I do about Bosch. So, yeah, take that how you wish. I like Bosch. As a summary. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. I lost everything there. Matt, you should make chairs to match the table that you're sitting at. I bought...
Have you bought some chairs?
No. I bought a piece of wood years ago from Yandles.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Why did you... Have you used it since then?
No, I found it under my power tool workbench. It's Rapallo lacewood, and I always thought I'd be able to make a stunning chair out of that. Mm-hmm. Instead of office chairs up here, what if we had wooden chairs?
I'll be fully up for that. Yeah.
If they
I genuinely said a bench at one point.
Yeah,
I just a bench would be fine.
It would probably be in a similar style to this, and I'm no upholsterer. I did a little bit of it at Rykerwood with the help of a professional upholsterer.
You did an elf chair.
Yeah, the elf chair. You remember it? But that, why? Yeah, why didn't I think of that?
It's been mentioned before.
Is it? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making chairs.
Yeah, but
for up here.
Is it?
Yes.
I missed those ones then.
Well, I've literally said it to you as well myself.
Oh well, that's
I think Stephen said it to you.
Did he?
Yes.
Oops.
I mean, it's like, we don't have something. Can we make it? Probably yes. It's
I've always
a chair.
had it in my mind that we needed office chairs up here because we'll be wheeling between the different stations, which is still an argument for them.
still an argument, but you could have an office chair, and some fancy chairs that will look great for podcasts and live streams.
And uniform, either way. Either side, sorry.
And
I don't know, that comment just inspired me. Like I just remembered I've got a bit of wood down there, would you believe?
Yeah.
And the original plan was to make a chair out of it.
Yeah. I like chairs. I do like that idea. I wonder if a bench would be a better idea, though. Purely because if we had 1 or 2 people extra on a podcast, you need that expansion.
Make a set of 4 chairs.
I mean, you could do.
More work for me, but in all honesty, I haven't done a chair building series, and I've only actually built 1 chair before, because there's a lot that goes into building chairs. There is a lot. Like, of all pieces of furniture, I'd say that's the one that probably gets the most amount of stress in odd angles and just there's a lot to think about with it. And not only that, but build ergonomics into it. Is it comfortable to sit at? Is it fit for purpose? I tended to stay away from the chair building at Rykerwood because I was much more for like tables and storage, but maybe it is about time that I did that. I feel like that would be a quicker build than the apothecary cabinet.
Yes.
Doing those.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it side by side, couldn't you? The amount of time no?
Well, I mean, the amount of time we'll have now after this blooming thing's finished.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine, just bear with me for a moment, could you imagine having wood down there and you take the wood, you've planed it up, and you don't have to deal with any other woods from any other sources for quite a while after that, and you just build the thing in one location, you're sort of around, say, a workbench, and you can stay in that one location and get quite a lot done in that one location. Could you imagine that sort of concept?
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Without having to go to Juicing.
Without having to go to
or
Juicing.
Screwfix, yes.
Or carry that particular item
It took me a while to work out where you were going with that.
Yeah.
It's like,
it might.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what this channel used to be.
Oh, dear.
Will we be getting any smaller one video projects? Unlikely.
Well, no, I
mean,
say that. The projects that I film with Rob are usually like ongoing projects, but the ones that I do, like let's say for example the shooting board that I did, that was a one video project.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, and I filmed that by myself.
Oh, fair enough.
It's, like filmed over multiple days.
Okay, but it became one video thing.
Yeah,
okay.
I just mashed it all into one because it's just made more sense. So yeah, those are usually ones that I film when Rob isn't here. They just tend to work better for that, I think. Yeah, but no, they'll still be here, definitely. They will still be here.
Rob, you need a thick foam thing to isolate the microphone from the vibrations on the table. Yes, I mean, I should have brought a shock mount along today. I completely forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. We'll just try not to tap on it too much.
Robert Hamill, have you got any tips for someone about to do a through mortise and tenon joint for the first time? Yes. Watch a video by Matt Estlea on how to cut through through mortise and tenon joint.
I don't really like that guy's voice.
Nah, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? Bit of a weird lisp to it.
Grating.
Yeah, and it's got a weird pronunciation on the surname. Like the transition between the T and the L is like
Estlea. Yeah.
Lee. Just think it, yeah.
Can't even spell it. It's just a difficult name to deal with. Yeah. We just silence as we're searching again.
Yeah.
Just desperately. Matt, did you manage to look at the Battery Alliance?
I've just seen that comment. I did, yeah. I read the article that he sent one to us, didn't I? I did read it. It's quite interesting. I was meant to ask Bob about it when I actually went to Bosch later that week, but forgot.
You didn't?
Yeah.
This memory of yours, it's working so well.
Yeah. It's not very good, is it? But yeah, no, I did see that. It's really cool. I wish I asked Bob about it. Because like Bosch when I went to Germany last year, like their battery innovation and the effort they go into developing batteries is huge. So like, I'd be interested to know their thoughts on it, or I might sort of start rustling a few jimmies by asking it.
I mean,
they'll be like, "Oh, that." After all our hard work.
Yeah, I mean, so many businesses must be annoyed by that by now. Really must do. I guess I did try and avoid pronouncing your name. How would I do it? Reese? or Reese?
What?
Try my best.
How do you spell it?
R-I-S.
Oh, I see. Reese. Yeah.
Reese.
That'll do.
Okay. And Warren, how many stickers has Matt yet to find? I think it's only 2 or 3 at the moment.
I've found the one on the bottom of the mug.
Yep.
And the one in the lampshade. In my mayonnaise tub lampshade.
Yeah, the other 2 are going to be more... Yeah, situation based.
Situation based? Toilet or?
Not yet.
No, that's more of an event.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, actually.
Oh, it definitely is, yeah. Yeah, I'll make a full-on
But
Facebook page for it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to bring the stickers back to the workshop. But I do have big plans. Big plans. If you spot them up and down the country, you'll know why.
Is it on my car somewhere?
No.
I said that before, didn't I?
I did try sticking one to the underside of Zach's foot when he came over the other day. I put it on his shoe as he went up to the loo, and he just walked straight out with him. I was just really hoping it was just going to tread around your face. What are you looking for?
George Farron just said, "Look under the Yeti."
Oh, that would have been great.
Didn't even consider that. Right, hang on, seeing it here. How good are Clifton tools? Haven't used one before. Heard really good stuff.
Yeah, you don't need to spam the chat to get your question heard, though.
Yeah.
Because I can mute you. Are any of the videos you edit out there in the world apart from yours and Matt's? Nick Elliott says, Rob, are any of the videos you edit out there in the world apart from yours and Matt's? Yes, there's quite a few. I do a lot of music videos for various clients. If you want to have a look at the show reel that I've got, because I think it's quite a nice one. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
it must have done. It's at the website.
No plugging on my live stream, please.
No, it's too late. It's on there.
No!
Too late. Yeah, lots of videos on there. Bit of drone footage. Love that sort of stuff. I mean, Matt's on in the show reel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're on the cliff.
Oh, yeah. Wayside Productions. Go and have a look.
It's a great shot, actually. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have any other reason to have it. It was going to promote the OSB t-shirt.
Was it?
One of them. Yeah, no, it was, because you went out wearing it, and then the footage looked good enough to say we should put this into an OSB marketing thing.
I forgot about that.
Still exists.
Can I have that? I need to see if that'll work for a moving banner on the OSB page. In fact, I think I need one more banner for it.
There you go.
I'll have that one.
I'll try and find it. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it down as a thing to do. Yeah? Look at this.
To be fair, in my Bosch notebook that I've lost, I do have a to-do list in there.
Great. How often do you look at it?
Actually, quite often, but I've lost it. So the thought is there.
Send Matt cliff footage. Look at this. It's actually really easy to do. I'm telling myself to do it at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Still scrolling up.
We're still on for the April bank holiday meetup. We actually spoke about this earlier today, didn't we?
What? Oh yeah. I guess we did in general. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about the April thing.
Obviously, we've been shocking at organising these meetups since we said it in November. We're well aware of that. But Rob came up with the idea today about doing actually booking in regular meetups, whether that's just an informal one at a pub somewhere, or actually at events and stuff. Maker Central could be one of them, for example, in a designated place where you can meet us. The other one, Yandles would be pretty cool. That's in September time, and maybe do them twice a year, 3 times a year, quarterly. Quarterly would be pretty cool.
I think it would be great. Just get up, meet you guys, just have a chat in person. Depending on where we are, live stream.
Yeah.
Get a 360 camera out, plonk it in the middle of wherever we are, and you just got everyone involved.
Yeah.
I think that would be brilliant.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, how many people are just going out and doing that?
Yeah.
Just do it.
That is true.
So April, we'll have to have a look at it, confirm things.
Yeah.
But when's Maker Central? Is that May? June?
It's in my calendar, Rob.
Well, it's in mine as well. I just haven't looked. I just expected you to know as you're doing a talk.
It's on the 2nd and 3rd of May.
2nd and 3rd of May.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, Yeah, I really, really want to do these meetups. We both really, really want to do them. Yeah, we're just shocking at organising them. That's all it is. Finding a date and actually having it not coincide with anything we're wanting to do. That was our issue before Christmas, and we just haven't looked at it since. That's all it is. If we're being completely transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally all it is.
Yeah, but we really, really want to do it. I do want to just put that out there. Like, yeah.
I tell you what, I'll pester him. I'll make it my thing to just ask him all the time, because he's useless unless I remind him. Matt, would you be able to do a quick review on the Bosch cordless dust extractor?
Yes. Yes, I can do. It stopped working.
Yes.
About 2 days after I got it.
Yep.
Tried multiple batteries. The batteries were charged.
Unlikely.
They were full power. I had the Pro Core in there that had been sitting on the charger all night. Full power.
I think you imagined
and it stopped working. So what did I do? I called Bob. Good old Bob from Bosch.
Yeah.
Bob just popped in.
Yeah.
Just to have a look at the extractor.
Concerned.
He just wanted to see what the issue was and like how I was finding it. I said, Bob, it stopped working. Look, got it out, switched it on. Yeah, it turned on, of course.
Just immediately.
Just like straight there. Full suction.
Yes. So there's no problem with it. It's just Matt who's the problem. Okay. So when it's on, which it is when you turn it on, how is it?
Good. I've got it underneath my Rubo workbench at the moment, and I used it to clean up stuff on there the other day.
Oh, very nice.
It's just like, because I got the split top, hose up through the middle.
That's quite cool, actually. I like that.
Could have brushed it off, but I didn't want to.
No, you've got to save your lungs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's very good suction. The battery life is, what did I get out of it? I did measure it when I first got it, or took note of it. I want to say it was around 25 minutes with the 4 or 5 amp battery. It was something like that.
That would make sense, because when I was sanding down this, it sucked it up, that power. Yeah, punny.
Yeah. You did it with the with the rotary sander as well.
The vicious one.
Yeah, the turbo sander. Rob was extracting from that, and it was doing it.
Oh, I mean, you were literally sitting over there, like there was no dust to be seen.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's really good. Really good.
Yeah. I wish I had all these tools with all these batteries. Just like the concept of being able to go around and just sand whatever I want without any dust. Well, I need a sander to start with, but it would be great.
Yeah.
Be great.
I've just seen a message from Tim saying your Bosch workbook is under the bench.
I think he's making a joke in regards to the tape measure.
Oh, I see.
But if it's under there,
I was just going to go look.
I mean, I'm tempted.
No.
But I saw that and did look. I looked as well, and then realised. Are you going to make a central this year, says William Payne? Yes, we are. Yes, we are, both days. And do you have a shared calendar, says Jack? Probably should.
Yeah.
Have an element of something to just keep an eye on things.
We keep like a mental note of everything. Like, Rob knows that I'm at the school Monday to Wednesday. I forgot. And we know that Thursday and half of Friday is our filming days, and we know we now take 1 day off a month to do our own thing. So Rob's actually only here 3 days a month now. So we have a mental note.
Yeah.
We're not really that interested in each other's lives, are we?
No, but as little time as I can spend here as possible. As soon as it hits clock out time, I'm out. Pack my bag, I'm ready to go.
You out, mate.
Oh, does the podcast not? Sorry, the live stream not count?
No, it's just a chat that other people are hanging out with. Is the Axminster 260 spiral planer thicknesser big enough, or will I forever regret not waiting and getting the 310? You will always regret not getting a bigger machine. You will always regret it. What machines have I got down? My extractor, it's got a good airflow on it, but I could have definitely got a trade one, which would have been more suited to the machines that I have. With me, I just know that I want the biggest machine that I can get, so I will wait for it. And in my opinion, I think it is worth waiting for until you can afford to get the bigger planer. But
if you read Matt's article that you did recently about the whole progressing and building up things, Matt has invested everything that he earns from his business in his business.
Back into it. Yeah.
So, it's like within the article saying as well, just buying the best equipment that at the time he can afford.
Yeah.
And it pays dividends at the end of the day.
It really does. And like with that planer, just we're talking technical again with it. It's I have maxed it out a few times in terms of width, which I wouldn't have been able to do on the 260. So yeah, it has got me out of a few situations. In the video that I did where it's just simply cutting up a log, you'll see I maxed it out there with a big old section of U, and that was a few days after I got the machine. It's very good, and I haven't rotated the cutters yet.
That's crazy.
And I've been playing in all sorts with it.
Yeah.
Reclaimed, I did that full width pass. Bitumen's gone through it a few times. Yeah, like I haven't rotated the cutters once, and I'm still... The finish isn't what it used to be, but I'm still very happy with it. At the end of the day, everything's sanded afterwards anyway.
Yeah, in all fairness, like now that you say that, I realise that no, it has looked very good.
Yeah.
And the sanding has taken no time at all. It's still a nice enough finish to just do a quick whiz over top and you're done. Yeah,
you're absolutely right to go for the spiral cutter though. Absolutely right. If you are able to be patient, I think you'll like the 310. I think you'll like it.
Nice. A good roundup on that one. I like that. Who said night out at Makers Central, says Nick Elliott.
We're usually at the Hilton Hotel. Yeah.
Getting fancy.
Well, we're sharing a room there.
Yeah, we are. Single bed.
Went
the same direction. Can I have work experience, says CJ. Sadly, I've already taken up that role.
Yeah, I do get this question a lot.
That's why I'm not paid.
I do get this question a lot, though. I'm not at the workshop enough to even think about offering work experience, let alone tuition. I spend too much time teaching at the furniture school. I only get 3 days technically in the workshop. 1.5 days is taken up with Rob filming. Mm-hmm. The other half day, the rest of that day, or the rest of the other 1.5 days, whatever it is. I'm so lost in it.
Yeah.
It has to be either filming videos by myself or editing, or it's a lot of times. I don't have a lot of time, sorry. I'm losing my words.
You are. One day when you own a workshop,
this will do me.
Big workshop, put on classes, a couple of days a week yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be ideal. That'd be great. Film those, put them on YouTube. Great.
Constant student series. When you come and do a class with me, you have to film yourself. Don't care what you say.
Oh, they have to film it.
Yeah, they have to film it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could it not be like MasterChef?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Have like 6 different tables, and then doing the next project, I go around filming stuff. And you can be presenter. Idea.
Oh, you could have like those well edited points where it just shows a really disgusted face at me when someone does something weird.
Yeah. So just pitch it to the relevant people next week.
Speaking of MasterChef, I know he's not a presenter on it, but someone just said that his girlfriend reckons I sound like Hugh Fearnley-Whittinstall.
I'm going to have to Google who that person is.
I did have something...
Hugh...
Someone told me that I looked like a love child between Hugh Fearnley-Whittinstall and someone else. I can't remember what it was. But I actually asked him on Twitter about it. Yeah, I've sent a tweet to Hugh, actually.
Why?
Because someone told
me... Oh my god,
that.
Okay, it's him.
You know the one?
Yes, of course, that makes a lot of sense.
My stepdad used to have quite a lot of his books when I was growing up. And the only image that I ever remember of Hugh Fearnley-Whittinstall is the cover in one of his books is just him holding a sausage on a fork. It's great. You see it there?
No, sorry, that was a massive shiver as well.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just... I can understand why. Oh, what have I found? Well, I found him next to... I don't know what... and more sausages. So, yeah. He's a big fan of sausages, that guy.
He is. Yeah. Would be cool to see a comparison when you actually do rotate the plane knives.
Yeah, it would be.
Very cool. Maybe I'll just rotate half of them.
Oh, yeah. Just what? Yeah. So you do one side and just see how it goes and then do the other side?
Instant comparison, yeah.
Fair point.
I know for a fact it's a nightmare to turn them round, though.
Yeah.
I think, I've seen before that when they come out of the factory, I think they're Torx heads. They're like super tight.
Yeah.
Really difficult to undo. I'm not looking forward to doing it. It's probably why I haven't done it yet.
Need like a wrench just on the Torx head. Isn't that Making It with Nick Offerman? Have you seen that? Heard of it?
I haven't. I do follow Nick Offerman though.
I can imagine that's the sort of thing he would do. That's for sure. I should start to think about wrapping it up, to be honest.
we should do
It's getting
soon.
a little bit late. We said it was going to be an hour.
And
Internally,
here we
we
are.
said it was going to be an hour.
We've still got a video to film afterwards.
I forgot about that.
Steven's on the cover. Yes. Oh, it wasn't a sausage. It was a pig on a fork. Steven's back on his fun facts again. That is the one.
I forgot about his fun facts, he squeaks.
That was brilliant.
That was great. What project have you built that you're proudest of?
Bertha.
There you go.
It's always going to be Bertha in it. I don't care what I build in the future. As long as I'm working on that big, beautiful lady, then that sounded well weird.
And remember, you will still be able to access these live streams via the link in any video description. If you want that little snippet.
As long as I'm working on that big, beautiful lady, Bertha.
Bertha.
This Bertha doesn't tie itself very well to that. But there we go.
No.
Yeah, definitely the project I'm most proud of, though.
Warren just says he got himself an OSB sweatshirt.
That's
He's
what
just
my
joined
notification was.
the OSB army.
I think, yes. Another recruit. Love it,
There you
Warren.
go.
If you're on Instagram, post it on there, and I will repost it on my story.
Yes.
We need to get all the recruits we can for the ongoing war.
Rob, love the show reel. Was it the same cliff of the keys player as Matt in his OSB top? Says Nick. Keys player was me. And yes, it was exactly the same cliff. We just went out on different days. And the piano keys shot on the cliff was towards late evening. I mean, it was dark when we walked back with that. Matt carried the keyboard, and I just automated the drone. I have the remote control next to me, and the drone's whizzing around at 30 miles per hour while Matt and my friend Zach are just hiding in the bushes.
Yeah. It was a really fun expedition, actually.
It was
Remember
great.
we went up there the first day, and it was like really windy as
It's like
well.
60, 65 mile per hour winds on the top of a 110 metre cliff.
It was so exposed. Unbelievable.
I got knocked over so hard. I was just like, I might fly away this way.
Yeah. I did do an Instagram story of it as well.
Yeah.
It's like trip to Cornwall. Lovely day for it. It's just wind battering me.
What shot was it where you looked like some old wizard? No, I think I took a picture of you, and Stephen just said you look like a stupid wizard. just wind going bonkers, your coat a cape.
Stupid wizard. This is my favourite insult I've ever been subject to.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Now,
There you go.
what was that?
Just Stephen confirmed it.
Oh, yeah.
I love that comment so much. Stupid wizard.
Oh, I wonder if I've got that picture somewhere. Oh, that'd be great.
That's funny. Right. Should we begin thinking about wrapping up? We have been going for 2 hours now.
Yes.
And we've
it's a
still
great
got to
idea.
assemble the desks.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
So I think you'll all be very happy with the progress made in next week's video with the mezzanine floor. We finally got the balustrade done after promising it for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. I don't even know how many episodes we said we're going to do it, but we have actually done it now, and it is rock solid.
Yeah, let's just be careful with the word done. We haven't done the door on the front, so it's technically a metre wide gap that you can fall out of, and there is still some balusters to go up.
It's harder to fall off now.
It's harder to fall off, and it looks like we've done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm just making sure we've covered all bases before these people in the live stream catch up to our video and say, you lied to us.
Yeah.
But it's looking good, and I'm sure if you follow Matt's Instagram, he will post about it as soon as it's done.
Yes, yeah.
Later
I've put a picture of it up already. In fact, can I have a look?
Yeah.
Go.
Plus OSB desk.
Yes. Plus a really funny video of me scaring Rob. It's great.
It's not.
And it is good.
It's not. Right.
Cool.
Shall we call it there?
Yeah. Sorry, just a real quick one. There was quite a few questions here that we have answered in previous live streams and stuff. Just be aware that on my website I do have a frequently asked questions tab. So if we didn't answer your question here, go and have a look on there. Everything's categorised. Strongly recommend you do so, because
Nice. I need to have a look at that.
yeah, there was a few things on here that are on that FAQ thing. All right,
Yeah.
smashing.
Cool.
See you later, guys. Thank
Yeah.
you for hanging out. Pizza time. We're not
Sadly
tonight,
not.
unfortunately, but
No.
in 2 weeks, yes, absolutely.
Got to drive back to Guildford before I can even think about food.
Yeah, absolutely.
So join the OSB army.
Join the OSB army and
Has the website gone to mattesley.com yet?
sorry,
Has it mattesley.com
everything's
yet?
changed.
Oh, lovely.
Everything's changed.
Oh, so I need to
Matt
change the link
Ashley
in the
dot com.
description. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Everything is there. Also, unfortunately, this live stream, I know we normally do something after the live stream. We will not be doing it this week, just
No,
to clarify that.
genuinely not doing
not
it
this week because we've got desks to build. But
Yes.
any normal time after live stream, make sure you stick around. There's fun activities that happen afterwards.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Smash
Sounds
it.
good.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Have a lovely evening, guys. Don't forget to join the OSB army, and we will see you in next week's live stream. Thanks for hanging out.
Indeed. I'm going to spin the camera around so I can see things. Ooh, it's cheap.
Oh, look at this. Dum 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 da da bum ba ba bum bum bum. That's the outro music, apparently.
Oh, it's you guys in the chat.
Bass
Going
outro.
on. Bass.
Woo! There you go.
Goodbye, people. Goodbye.